What are you most looking forward to in this ice dance event at the Olympics?
Well, I think what we saw in the team event is that there's room for some shuffling. And without having the teams, competing as much as usual in an Olympic season, I think, anything could happen. It will really be about who shows up, who is technically sound. And that makes it so exciting, especially for ice dance fans. There was a bit of a mix-up with, the Russians who were favorited, getting beaten by two different US teams. Not to mention the French team kind of hasn't been seen. So throw them into the mix and anything's possible.
Over the last 4 years, leading up to these games and at these games, what are some of the major changes you've seen in the world of ice dance since you guys last competed?
When the quadrennial first started, there was, the trend of really lyrical performances, intricate transitions. And I think what we've seen is a real increase in innovation and creativity. I think Piper and Paul have always kind of stood for that and really brought that to the forefront. And we're seeing a lot of other teams follow. A team like Maddie and Evan with their alien astronaut program, I think it's become, I don't know if mainstream is the right way to describe it, but it will certainly be captivating for non-skating fans. And I really love that in an Olympic season. Not to mention, the athleticism and the even, increased acrobatics of lifts and the way those are intricately woven into programs. It's really astounding.
Yeah, sometimes it's very hard to distinguish figure skating from Cirque du Soleil, and it makes it so exciting. And I absolutely adore that Madison and Evan program. What are your podium predictions for this ice dance event?
Well, I think both of those U.S. teams, Maddie and Evan and Maddie and Zach, can feel quite confident coming in, although it does put some additional pressure on them. And I think they'll have to be mentally prepared to carry that weight. So I hope that they can have clean skates, but they've really set themselves up to, push 1, 2, we'll see. Can never discount Gabby and Guillaume. But they don't have a lot of momentum coming in. So I think they'll have to count on the fact that they've had time at home to prepare, that their vehicles and material is really beautiful and excellent. And I don't know, I think before the team event, I probably would have had Victoria and Nikita right up there. And I was really surprised, especially by that last minute in the free dance. So I'll be curious to see if they make any tweaks or adjustments, this week between the team and individual competition. What about you guys? What's your what's your podium guess?
Well, ice dance, we're very stuck in our ways and it's hard to shift and maneuver. So although I do agree with you that Cizeron and Papadakis don't have the same momentum, one, because they weren't in the team event, and also they didn't do Europeans, that they're going to have to really show up and show out. But I'm still thinking that they will take top spot. And given the team event, I'm going to think that they're going to give second and third to the Americans, but I would love to see Piper and Paul in the mix there as well, because they've been putting up such good results these last 2 years, and that free dance is immaculate. So I think that fight for the second and third place will be quite interesting.
I totally agree. And I think, Gabby and Guillaume's skating skills just speak for themselves. They're really in a league of their own. And the class of the field. And I'm with you, Piper and Paul. I think it will depend on how many clean performances there are, but I really feel confident and hopeful that they can lay down the performances of their lives. They're so consistent, they're so well trained, they're so ready for this moment. They have that composure and confidence that really jumps off the screen even as you watch their performances. So yeah, I too hope for Piper and Paul.
That Figure Skating Show, presented by Ozempic.
Hey guys, it's Asher and Dylan from That Figure Skating Show.
And if you liked this video, and don't lie, we know you did, there's actually more where that came from.
So subscribe to CBC Sports and click it. Click it real good.